Yeah.
Are you still getting COVID boosters?
No.
You're not. Why not?
Well, I've already had COVID a couple times, so I have natural immunity.
Oh, so you believe in natural immunity?
Well, after
Remember when the entire
the
public
initial
health
vaccine
apparatus assured us that natural immunity was not good enough and that you still got a benefit from the vaccines?
they got it wrong. Look, Brett, they got many things wrong.
Do you remember
Yes.
that moment in time?
I do.
And do you remember people like me shouting about this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we find out from Paul Offit that all of the major players gathered together and privately understood the very same thing that they were gaslighting us over. They understood that natural immunity was the best immunity that you were going to come by and that a vaccine wasn't going to augment it. And they decided to keep that to themselves in spite of the fact that these vaccines are built on a novel technology they didn't know the hazards of at best. So how is it that these people can privately meet and decide there's a whole swath, millions of people, hundreds of millions of people who'd already had COVID, who didn't need to take any risk whatsoever from a novel vaccine? How is it that they get to privately decide to keep that information to themselves?
Okay,
and why, given that they did that, given that you remember the moment in history at which they were, not only were they disagreeing with us, which was a lie, they were gaslighting us. They were telling people like you that people like me were crazy. Well, I don't understand how you don't learn that lesson. Or maybe you did, and that's why you're not getting any more COVID boosters.
No, I just think, again, it's more of a changing information landscape. We think this is what, we think masks work, masks don't work. Yeah, we should have masks.
Oh my
6
God.
feet distancing,
Michael,
close the schools,
Michael,
open the schools.
why do you think the
there's a lot of
information landscape changed?
Well, because the information was low to begin with, and then we got more information.
No.
I'm less conspiratorial that Paul Offit and his buddies all met.
They
and said,
did,
we know
according to Paul Offit.
I don't remember him saying that.
He's talked about it twice on video. He's described the meeting where he and Fauci and Collins and Walensky got together and they talked about the fact that natural immunity was superior and they decided not to tell the public. That's from Paul Offit. You can go look at the video. I don't remember
that, but they're going to lie to the public. They can't. I can't believe Paul Offit would say, "Yeah, we agreed we would lie to the public." That
he represents himself as having been outvoted.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
So,
but why? What is their motivation?
Here's the important point. And look, I'm sorry to be hard on you, Michael. I really do like you. But my point is, you've switched teams. You're now on team don't get your COVID booster. Okay. And I think that's wise. I think you were in error to ever get one. But why the information landscape changed is because I went on Rogan and Malone went on Rogan and McCullough went on Rogan and Pierre Corey went on Rogan. And we talked about these things in public, bypassing the system that was set up to shut us down.
See, I don't think that's what it was, because that's very top-down, conspiratorial. We know what Brett says is true, but we're going to lie anyway. Because
no, you don't know what I say is true. And frankly, one of the things that you should hear me saying is that Brett Weinstein does not believe that podcasts are a proper substitute for functioning institutions, but he also believes the institutions aren't functioning. And you can tell because instead of giving you noisy, good advice, instead of giving you random advice, they give you upside down pyramids. They give you the inverse of the right advice. And that is an alarming fact. It tells you that there is a process in there that knows what to do and tells you the opposite.